looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind.
Can we shorten the intro, please? It's too long. Everybody, how's it going? United! We got the win. We got the win. Ground out the result in the end, Steve-O.
That's what you're going to get from me tonight.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hello, everyone in chat. Sultan Saeedo, Karma Baby, hello, Max. We've got Dally Pool there. We've got Dread. We've got Clickers. We've got... we also got HL. I feel sorry for Steve-O. He's so unlucky, but a great FPL manager, in my opinion. Credit to Jace. He's top tier too. Thank you so much. HL. New to the show. No. Oh, I'm sorry for playing the intro that's 3 minutes long, guys. I really am. I'm gutted. We're on time though. It's past. At least we're on time. You can't say we're not punctual. Guessing United won by that intro, says Pax. Yes. I just want to say Martinez, Maguire, but standout performance for me was Dalot. Dalot was absolutely phenomenal. Great. It just seemed like he was dealing with everything at the back post. Spring in his step, heading the ball away, clearing the ball. and deservedly gets the 3 points bonus, which, you know, just keeps me at arm's length for Steve-O. Steve-O at the start of today was clawing those points back. All he needed really was a return from Rashford, which he got. However, Rashford didn't get. He got. Did he get a bonus?
Did he get any bonus? I think
Did he get a bonus?
No, he got nothing. I didn't get that.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing. He, other than the goal, he was.
Don't say he was anonymous. He actually.
He wasn't anonymous.
He's better than Ronaldo.
But it wasn't. No, he wasn't anonymous. But the defense from United was worth 2 goals.
How does Eriksen get bonus points?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But for me, David De Gea. Can we talk about David De Gea? You know, out of favour in the Spanish squad, not looking like he's going to be going, joining that Spanish World Cup side. What can I say today? Absolutely phenomenal. Pulls out some cracking saves right at the end. Saves Declan Rice's pile driver of a shot. Just phenomenal. You know, you don't have to play good football. The thing is, a lot of fans may or may not agree, especially United fans. I don't care if we're not playing tiki-taka, fast-flowing, attractive football week in, week out. But what I do care is the players put their bodies on the line. They have passion and they have drive to see the result out, and they did today. They had the passion, the drive, determination. The defending was very, very good. And United are a tough cookie. Okay, barring City, United have demonstrated for quite a few games now that we are a pretty tough cookie to crack. I mean, Martinez is just insane, incredible. And you know, like I said, even Maguire, credit when credit's due. Maguire today did a job. He didn't mess around on the ball. He dealt with the threat that was there. You know, I thought he marshalled what's his name, Antonio, very well when he came on. I just think, yeah, for me, Dalot shown all of his qualities that I was saying at the beginning of the season. Get Dalot in, he's quality. Everyone was like, really? I was like, yeah, he can defend, but he can also attack and he can get some really good balls in. And unfortunately, Cristiano Ronaldo today wasn't playing very well. It was pretty average for his sort of high standards. But you know, tell us what your scores are, by the way, in the chat. 49 all out. This is Harry Dawson. I am gonna end up the week, and Steve-O knows it because I am just gonna pull ahead of Steve-O this week. I was very much waiting for a stream. I'll be honest with you, Steve-O. I was waiting to say to you today, well done. I really was. I was thinking you were going to claw points back on me. So I'm very relieved that, you know.
What? Sorry.
Well, I was just when I saw Rashford scored, I thought floodgates have opened. You know, going to get another goal, maybe another 2 goals. Because I thought West Ham would want to try and attack to get back into the game, would give more space for Rashford, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. I was prepared to say, well done, fair play for getting Rashford in when you did, because you know I was toying with the idea, but I kept hold of Zaha for the game, and against Southampton he did Jack, you know what. So you know, I'll be honest, I was thinking, you know, this is Steve-O's week to catch some points, but I mean it's not a bad score, 62. No hit. You've got a transfer rolled over for next week. So you've got 2 free transfers for next week. I've got issues in my team. I would say I've got more issues than you have because I've got the old Firmino-Darwin double up. You've got the Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, Salah, and that's, I think people will be pivoting back to that as opposed to having Firmino and Darwin in their team. Personally, I think Salah is the one, you know, that is gonna see people transferring back in. What was that noise? It's like was it unplugged?
Fireworks.
But yeah, 64 green arrow. Vincent says 82 points, 70 points says Nuclear Atoms, 82 all out says Max. Obviously Max loaded up on the Newcastle assets. Well done to Max. Gravy Dave saying Ten Hag is playing the same tactics as Ole. No. United can defend under Ole. We were actually defending much better. We're much more drilled. And we're playing as a team. I've been saying all along, we need to play as a team. And if we play as a team, we can grind out results. And we're grinding out results. 1-0, not amazing, but it's 3 points on the board, and that's what we need to put pressure on Tottenham. So, that being said, Steve-O, let's quickly look at our teams. This is my team. Obviously, I got very lucky. I'll start off by saying that I did get very lucky with the De Bruyne vice captain.
Well, can we just start with yesterday's antics? Like, when did you find out about, for instance, Foden and Haaland not playing? Did you even know this was even?
Do you want the God's honest truth?
Yeah.
I woke up at 11:25.
Okay.
Well, at that point, I heard rumblings about, Foden and Haaland not even being in the squad. I was like, oh crap, half asleep. I went. So I was like, oh no, who did I vice captain? I went back to the VOD or the stream. I woke up at like 5 in the morning and went back to sleep, and then it's just shattered.
If you had, let's just say, for argument's sake,
if I'd have had compass mentis, if I'd have been, aware of what was going on and been able to make a change, would I have done one? Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Yes. Firmino.
Oh, wow.
Or the captain Firmino.
You would have what? Captain Firmino?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Wow. That's...
Fine margins, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
What? That was an 18-point swing?
Yeah.
Crazy. But, I'm glad I overslept. I needed to catch up on the sleep. So yeah, very lucky with the De Bruyne vice captain. Ben White coming off my bench to make my total point 65 all out with the bonuses. Very glad that I've got Dalot in. I think a lot of people are going to be bringing him in now, especially United's fixtures are pretty decent between now and the World Cup. And I think, if we just quickly get your team up, any complaints?
Well, we discussed brief for about 6 seconds off there about Scamacca. He's an absolute effing waste of space.
Oh, I need to turn you up a second. Hang on. There we go.
He's my team. I'm going to be keeping Mitrovic, and I'm going to get rid of Scamacca. He's awful. All this chat about, he's an amazing player, he's brilliant. He's a fucking pile of shit. Fuck off. Like, genuinely, I have seen 2 matches now, Bournemouth.
Lucky not to get sent off today, Steve-O.
Yeah, but what's he done in those 2 matches? Nothing. I don't know what he brings to the West Ham team, to be honest with you. Antonio brings a lot to their team. Scamacca, I don't have a fucking clue. Waste of space. The one player I'd love to bring in is Ben Rama, but he's more of a luxury transfer for a one-off. He's looked amazing for West Ham for the past 2 fixtures. Like, he looked really lively today. He looked really good against Bournemouth. I believe he played in the Europa League as well. They got Leicester. They got Crystal Palace next. Then they got Leicester. I think he's worth. If anybody wants to bring him in, I think Ben Rama's a great shout. I'm just gutted. I'm 0.1 off.
I'm more interested. I'm more interested in Almiron.
All right. Okay. Who did you bring him in for though? Zaha.
Yes.
Bring him in straight swap.
Yep.
Do
it. Save a ton of money.
Yeah.
I think I'd save like 2 million. I'd have 2 million in the bank then.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do I do with 2 million? But then I've got another issue though with Kepa.
Yeah. Is there any new? There's no news.
I don't think there's any news. No. Jason Wolf saying Steve-O for Prime Minister. I don't think he'd be interested in that role. A. Dawson says, love seeing Steve-O going on a rant.
That was a rant, was it? That wasn't a rat. That was not a rant.
If you got a kids in the car, you may want to turn it down.
I couldn't believe when I turned it on and I heard Steve-O swearing. I had to turn it
Steve-O, mate. I really like Elite FPL, but the intro needs to be shorter, man. Oh, man. Oh my god. I've gotten rid of I've gotten rid of Zaha for Almiron yesterday. No, yesterday. Oh, after the deadline or before the deadline. And holding my other free transfer. Oh, he's done it after the deadline. He's got Almiron in for Zaha, knee jerk because of the performance, of course. He's holding his other free transfer for Friday to bring Wilson in for Mitrovic. 1 week late, mate.
I'm assuming you've got the funds to do that. Is all I'll say.
Yeah.
Assuming you've got the funds to do that.
Coolsville on the old Twitch is saying West Ham are not a high-scoring team.
No,
I've just realised that I've set up a stream to go live on Rumble, and in my haste and my excitement, I haven't hit the live button. So let me just hit the live button on there. Talk amongst yourselves. Steve,
banging on about Rumble, and we don't even hit the live button on there.
No, we do. It's just I can't believe that. I literally cannot believe that. I'm normally quite good at getting everything set up. It's because they have a different setup there than you. And it's not integrated easily with what we use with Restream. Unfortunately.
Well, hopefully that all goes
hopefully
swimmingly.
Oh, carry on. Get the game.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the transfers here, which I shouldn't be doing at all. Just seen a striker that I may actually bring on in as an absolute 2-week punt. That'll be I'm hearing feedback, Jace.
Feedback from me?
Yes.
What about now?
Not a bad punt, that. I don't know. Everything's all fine. Ooh, that could be a really good punt, that. It's really annoying because we have to wait for the Champions League, I think, this week, and updates from Man City to find out what's happening with Haaland as well. Do you not agree?
Oh, yeah, you got to wait. You've definitely got to wait.
If he's announced that he's out for another week, do you get rid of him?
Well, if I did... Who would I be bringing in? Kane?
I'm
not thinking about it. Not for the moment.
Christos is asking you, how did you find the United performance today? I thought it was a professional job, apart from the last 5 minutes. It was a bit panicky.
Professional job. We brought on McTominay, Fred to join Casemiro, and we invited more pressure because we went defensive as opposed to trying to counterattack their attack. And whenever you invite pressure, you're going to give the opposition chances, and they had chances. And again, Maguire, Martinez, Dalot, De Gea, just completely amazing.
I was more... did you watch the Liverpool game last night?
Unfortunately, I did.
They were bad, weren't they? Specifically, Elliot, Gomez, and Nunes. They were pants.
Honestly, they weren't playing like a Liverpool team.
No.
I don't know. I think the Salah goal was one moment of quality in the game.
Yeah.
I thought Robertson was their best player, actually.
Yeah, completely agree.
Without Robertson, there wouldn't have been a goal.
I told you, he's absolutely amazing, and Tsimikas should not be starting ahead of him.
Fucking useless.
Yeah,
and then at the back, anonymous. Van Dijk poor, Gomez poor, made a mistake.
Firmino was almost non-existent as well.
Yeah, Firmino was wasteful. That's why I'm worried. That's why I'm worried about Firmino.
It's like you said on the stream last night, whenever it was. You made the point about Meslier had a really good game, but a lot of the shots were at him. Completely agree with you. Absolutely, completely agree with you. A lot of the shots were just at him. And yeah, I think that the reality of the situation is that, like you said, it was a smash and grab job. A great finisher from Somerville, but absolutely disgusting from Liverpool. And I just think if you've got their assets, just get them gone and just stick with Arsenal, Man City, and then whatever other poor bastards you can, and Newcastle, and then whatever other players you can be bothered to bring in.
Yeah.
Because Liverpool are useless. Even though I'm going to have 2 assets against Tottenham. Because I have to. I have to have 2 assets against Tottenham. Because I'm looking at this striker here, who I'm keeping close to my chest, and I'm thinking, do you know what? Next 2 fixtures at home against 2 teams that concede goals, and this player likes to perform at home. I'm thinking, do you know what? For a 2-week punt, to hell with it. I may just do it. But I can wait. The thing is that I can wait on this transfer as well till after the Champions League. Because if the Haaland news comes out...
So you got a transfer for a striker, you say?
Yeah. Because I'm getting rid of Scamacca. He's gone. He's out of my team.
Okay.
He has done... In fact, if I'm David Moyes, I'm thinking I want to get Antonio back in the team, because West Ham looked like a different kettle of fish once Antonio came on, I thought.
Well, he's a presence, isn't he? He's a dominating presence. And
yeah, but what does he do with his dominance, though? Nothing. Let's get real here. He did nothing. He seems to spend more time outside of the box than actually being in it. So... yeah, I'm not particularly caring for Scamacca whatsoever, whereas I'm happy to keep Mitrovic for what it was.
Okay, well, hello Dazid, hello Aman Dylan. Is there a jazz mix? There was.
Gravy Dave saying, Gravy Dave, who's top of one of the leagues. Steve, would you keep Salah? Nope, get him gone. Just get him gone.
Get him. Get who gone?
Salah.
No. Get him in. He's the only one that's actually looking like he's going to do something up front for Liverpool.
But the problem is that every single shot he takes goes wide. Not for me. Not for me. It's Kevin De Bruyne for me.
Well, you're going to swap him out, are you?
Oh yeah, that transfer is definitely locked in. Kevin De Bruyne in for Salah.
Interesting.
That's done.
Interesting then.
And if Haaland is ruled out against Fulham, then I'll be captaining Kevin De Bruyne. Because that game against...
I'm thinking of getting Salah in, personally.
What, versus Tottenham?
Yep.
I don't know what the hell what drugs you're taking, but that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
No offence taken.
Man City going to score 5 against Fulham. It'll be 5-0, 4-5-0, 6-0 maybe. And that game against Spurs is going to be, well, I think it's not exactly going to be an open-ended.
Oh, you're funny, Steve-o.
You're not bringing in Salah, are you? Let's get real here.
You'll never know.
That's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because he's an absolute waste of face.
Jesus, would you have him in?
Not with the fixtures that he's got, no.
So Mitrovic, Wilson's one to bring in, isn't he?
I don't know. Southampton and then Chelsea. They're not exactly that great fixtures. Southampton at home are actually not too bad. And
he's in good form.
Well, yeah. But who did they play yesterday?
Well,
Aston Villa.
They beat Tottenham, didn't they? They beat Tottenham 2-1. He scored a goal, and he beat.
No,
Aston Villa
he didn't score. He got.
did?
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong player here.
Yes, he did. I've got the
Yes, he
information
did.
right in front of me, Steve-O.
Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong player. Wilson, you say?
Wilson, yeah.
So, yeah, he is in form at the moment, but the games, I just do not...
What,
Let's be
Tottenham?
honest
You're saying that Tottenham are good? But now...
That was fortuitous against Tottenham, that goal.
Oh, right.
That he got.
Okay. Well,
And-
what about these transfers then? Salah in for Zaha. Wilson in for Firmino. And Greenwood in for Darwin. And I'll be switching to a 4-4-2.
Wait a hell. I'd rather keep Núñez, if I'm honest with you. Despite what I've just said, he looked more livelier. And the fact
I could do that for exact money. Let me show you on the screen. Everyone at home watching. These would be, so the team would look like, oh, in fact, let me just get it up here 1 second. So the team would look like this. This is just an idea. Don't get carried away, chat. Don't lose your shit. So, yeah, I know I've got that pile of crap as a Rizabalaga. I'll play Ward maybe against Everton. But anyway, if I did Zaha out, Darwin, Firmino out, yeah, bring in Salah. By the way, this is just to get Salah right. You know, Wilson, and then Greenwood. That would leave me 4-4-2 with White, Alexander-Arnold, Dalot, and Trippier, Martinelli, Salah, De Bruyne, and Foden, with an upfront of Wilson and Haaland. But Haaland may be ruled out. And is the switch from Núñez and Firmino to Salah going to be a sideways move that is not going to pay me back those points I'm spending? That's just to get Salah in. But the midfield looks good. Martinelli, Salah, De Bruyne, Foden.
That's ridiculous. Wilson
and Haaland up front. Juicy bear. Get it done, Jay, says Dally Paul. Andy Salter says no.
I just don't know what you've seen in Salah to want to bring him in.
Well, this is the thing, Steve-O. I see what potential is coming down the line. Against Tottenham. Tottenham are useless, mate.
No, they're not.
They are.
No, they're not.
Should you want to put a bet on it? Do you want to put a bet that Liverpool win by a 2-goal margin?
Against Tottenham. At home.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. I'm not putting any money on because the fun's stopped for me at the moment when it comes to betting.
Okay. Donuts then.
Fine. I can get Wenzel donuts.
Oh, what? Okay, I mean,
Wenzel donuts are better than crispy.
How many donuts?
I'll buy 50 of them.
50? Oh, okay. No, I'm not betting that. So, anyway, I think that Salah, Liverpool need to bounce back after that awful result, and I think that Tottenham will be a chance for that away at Tottenham. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's on paper, it's not easy, but I do think that they're going to score a few goals.
Do you know Liverpool haven't even won a game away from home, and they've basically scored next to nothing either.
There we go. Law of averages says it got to change at some point, Steve-O.
It's just going to be a roadblock by Tottenham in that game.
Maybe.
Then again, I said that against Arsenal, and look what happened there. They won 3-2. Arsenal won 3-2 in an open-ended, but I just don't see it myself.
Kate FPL says, I think Newcastle right now could give anyone a game. We'll get Wilson in myself.
Yeah. If I could get Wilson in, I would do.
Who out of Firmino and Salah is the less likely? Firmino, right? Sorry, Firmino and Darwin. Sorry, be Firmino, right? More likely to be benched.
Saka should be fine for next week. I think that it was just the fact that he was moving okay afterwards. Well, when I say okay, I mean at least he was walking and stuff. I think that he just gets rested against whoever in the Europa League, and then he'll be for Chelsea.
But on that note, for the rest of the weekend. So let's quickly cover it again. So Leicester losing 1-0 to Man City. Kevin De Bruyne a free kick, incredible, amazing. Bournemouth losing to Spurs, but only just. Spurs getting the 3 goals. Davis, so Harry Kane not involved in any of them and picking up a yellow card. Must be very frustrating for Harry Kane owners.
Oh man, Dylan captained him.
Because I know that people would have switched out Haaland to Harry Kane on the news that he wasn't in the squad, right?
Possibly.
So yeah, and Solanke not on the goal or assist sheet either for Bournemouth. We got Brentford drawing against Wolves. Ben Mee was the one that I was saying keep on your bench. I think I'm sorry, I don't know who it was that I was talking to. I thought it was animations. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, Ben Mee on the bench, and I said, yeah, keep him on the bench. First sub. I'm sorry if it was you. And then Neves scores for Wolves. Brighton beat Chelsea 4-1. Chelsea, what is the matter with Chelsea right now?
I think that was just an anomaly. I wouldn't be worried about that result. I think it was just completely out of the blue.
You think?
Yes. Don't worry about that. It was the first game he's lost in 9. Yeah, that's just a complete freak result.
If you say so, mate. Then we have Crystal Palace beating Southampton 1-0. You were listening into these games. Are you surprised that Zaha didn't do nothing?
Well, he got the assist to the assister, but to be honest with you, by all accounts, the tactics don't suit Zaha's performance or playing style. So essentially, having Zaha in our teams is actually a detriment to all of us. So it's essentially a case of just getting gone. I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, even the result itself, Southampton are no mugs, but
the standout game for me, for FPL point of view anyway, was the Newcastle Aston Villa game.
Yep.
Villa, they looked like they could have been turning things around with that win against Brentford the previous week. They beat them 4-0, ironically. Conceded 4 goals against Newcastle. Are they a legitimate European candidate, Newcastle, this year?
Let's look at the teams. Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham, Newcastle, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool. I think if Newcastle continue going the way that they're going, then the answer is...
I mean, they're 4th now.
Yes.
They've played a game more than Man United in 5th. If United win their game in hand, they leapfrog Newcastle. They go into to 4th, sorry. They go to joint 3rd with Tottenham. Will they be above...
They'll be above Chelsea.
No, they won't be above Tottenham because Tottenham got a better goal difference. So they'll be joint 3rd, but technically in 4th place on goal difference, Man United, if they win their next game in hand. Newcastle doing really well, though. 4th place currently. Good.
I think Newcastle are demonstrating what a team is capable of. When
Almiron is playing out of his skin at the moment. Can it? I guess the question is, can they keep it up? And have they got the strength on the bench to keep it up?
I think they do.
Season's long.
Plus, we've got the World Cup in the middle, so...
Yes. Yeah, that's true. And then... Falling asleep here. Yeah.
Join the club.
Fulham versus Everton. 0-0.
God, that game was
Mitrovic
awful.
getting a yellow card in that as well.
He had 10 efforts on goal in that game.
People are still holding on to Mitrovic.
Yeah.
Liverpool then play Leeds in the evening and get beat 2-1. Was it a case of Liverpool playing awful, or was it a case of Leeds having a game plan, sticking to it, and taking advantage of Liverpool's weakness?
I think it was Liverpool playing awful, personally. And I think it's a mixture of both, with exactly what you just said. Leeds with the game plan and took advantage of their weaknesses, but also the fact that Liverpool were playing so bad. They could have, honestly, they genuinely could have got 5 or 6 goals.
They could have taken... Yeah. If Liverpool would have been on top of their game, Leeds would have collapsed.
Yes.
But Liverpool weren't, and
that slip by Gomez just, I think, summed up the evening.
So you mean Alisson?
Well, it was all right. It was a cock-up pass by Gomez, who didn't know Allison was, and then
yeah. But just before that, what's his name? Meslier also slipped. So I said in my stream, I believe that the pitch was very slick from the watering that was done.
Yeah.
In the first few minutes, a few players were slipping and sliding around, ironically, and you know, Bamford coming on hasn't had many minutes this season. It's good to see him getting an assist as well. But yeah, Meslier 9 saves.
Yeah, but like
9
you said,
saves.
a lot of those efforts were
without him. Yeah, he still had to parry it and get it safe. But moving on to Sunday, Arsenal 5, Nottingham Forest 0. Is this a stand? Is this a result you? What did you say on the prediction? I can't remember.
I think I said 2 or 3-0.
I think I said 3-0. I think.
2 or 3-0. Horrible tight game. That's what it was. I think basically Arsenal scored with every shot on goal. To be completely honest with you,
Saka
I saw the game.
Be disappointed
with
only one return.
To be fair, the goals that Arsenal scored, we're all yawning here. I know Cy Powell is here.
It's because the shed's getting really hot. That's why.
Cy, I'm going to be too tired for chain wrestling. Essentially, some of the goals that Arsenal scored were worldies. I mean, Partey's goal was just phenomenal. What's his name? Reece Nelson. Just ridiculous strikes. And like you say, Dan, as I mentioned before off air, Dan getting Jesus as captain. Just.
We'll check his team out in a moment. In fact, we'll
ludicrous.
talk about. So we talked about Man United already. So let's go straight to the. Let's quickly have a look at Dan's team then. So he's. Where is he?
Just go in the moderator league. You'll see him straight away. He's like 2nd or 3rd. He'll probably be 2nd now. Could even be top.
You joking?
No, I'm being serious.
He's flying.
Yeah, I know he is. I know he is. They need to tell me. It's ridiculous how well he's doing.
Jesus captain. Almiron, De Bruyne, Trippier all getting in points. His back line, his back 3. Sorry, his defenders getting points. Yeah, Kepa in as well. It's disappointing. Yeah, annoying. 73 points, good. Yeah, well done, Dan.
And
639 at the moment.
Remember, he was on the stream before, and I told him, "Don't worry about Haaland, Captain Jesus. If you've already got the captaincy on Jesus and you think he's going to do well, don't worry about Haaland, Captain Jesus." And I'm glad he stuck with it. Glad he stuck with it.
Absolutely.
And he's not going to get. He was there with the. Oh no, he's going to get a bonus point. He's going to get 1 bonus point as well.
Nice.
Jesus.
Nice. We'll quickly just check out what's going on in the rivals.
What's that? Los Galatios. Dalot did me wonders. If you own Dalot, great pick.
So the Rivals League, on FPL Gameweek, which I'm using at the moment, I will say, what's going on here? Where's the
Dave Lister? Would you transfer in Rashford if you can afford to get him in? Yes.
Hollandaise Sauce is top, which is Dave Foster's 67.
That's gravy, Dave. That's gravy,
67 points on 850 points in total. Nice, very, very nice. Slight red arrow to 69,000 in the world. 67 points, Steve Owners, slight red arrow.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
Foden coming on for Haaland. Leopard in 2nd place. It's Jordan Leopard. 849 is only 1 point off now. 1 point off. David. Green arrow to 73,000. He got 75 points all out. Good for him. Notable mentions, yes, Jesus in his squad, Salah captain, Martinelli, Dalot. More people got Dalot than I realised. Cancelo, Gay and Trippier, and Pope in goal. His back line all returning him good points. Midfield pretty much points came from Martinelli and Salah, and Jesus as well. So nice 75 points there. And the Himalayan goat in third place, which is Aman Dylan. 70 points, Green Arrow to 92,405 in the world. Points from Almiron. Almiron saved him, really did. 70 points, Steve-O. Almiron, Dalot, Cancelo, Trippier, Robertson, and Edison all getting him points. Zaha not, Andreas not. Kane is captain. Oh,
you missed out Captain Gaming.
No, he's fourth. No. I'm going live. This is live scores. So I'm going in order of live scores right now. So Kane captain. If he'd have captained Lemon, who else would he have captained in that team? Though that's the thing. Arguably, no, he wouldn't have captained anyone else. To be honest,
Kane would have been the one.
Yeah. Capkin Gaming in fourth now. He's dropped down to fourth. Down to 100. He's still got a green arrow though, ironically. 118,000 in the world. 75 points all out. No hit taken. Haaland, with Andreas coming on for Haaland, those additional 3 points. Wilson, he had in his team Wilson, 19 points. 14 points from his Salah captaincy. 11 points from Trippier. Cancelo, dunk. Didn't get anything for him there. Cancelo and Pope getting him the clean sheet. So well done for 75 points for Capkin. Indeed. That was the Rivals League. Let's quickly go to the YouTube Chat League, Steve-O. David's top of that, 850 points. My Raya Sunshine is second with 840 points. So let me just see if I can't expand that. Gary Halliwell, that is. 840 points, 54 points all out. He's got Bailey coming on for Haaland. Nothing great there. Salah captaincy points 14. Trippier 11. Pope, Cancelo, and Gabriel all returning him a clean sheet there too. In Solele Ferro, who's Madeline Tudor, is in third place in the YouTube Chat League. He's got 60 points. Pope, Trippier, Cancelo all returning in points in defence. Salah captaincy, Martinelli getting a return, and that's pretty much it. That took him up to 60 points. A red arrow down to 163k, but still respectively third in the Chat League. And in fourth place, we've got Uncle Juicy TV, Juicy Warriors, 78 points all out. Green arrow to 181,929. Sanchez in goal, Steve-O, 5 points. Well done. Ben White, Trippier, Almiron getting in points with Martinelli, De Bruyne, and he captained guess who?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah,
amazingly,
Jesus.
he's got Son in his team.
Yeah.
Son.
Yep. Members League coming up now. We've got Daniels 11, high flying Daniels 11, Harry Daniels. Tips, isn't it?
Yeah.
64 points, 24k overall. Points from Gaeta, Gay, Trippier, Cancelo, Salah captain, Martinelli. Saka got the assist, obviously. Solanke coming in for Haaland with only 2 points, so that takes him to 64. He'll be happy. That's a decent, respectable score this week. We've talked about Insileli Ferro. He's in second place. 360 No Pope is in third place. 360 No Pope, Members League. Pickford in goal, 11 points, Steve-O. Pickford. Ben White, Trippier, Cancelo, Martinelli, the usual suspects. Salah captain, Saka, and he's got Foden off the bench for Haaland with the 1 point, so 67. So he's closing in on the top spot there. Only just, but still got a nice lead. Harry's got a nice lead. He's got a 30-point lead on second place, 33-point lead on third. Stockholm's Platz, Victor Kazali. Kazali, you are fourth in the Members League. 77 points. 6 from Pope, 11 from Trippier, 6 from Anderson, 6 from Cancelo, 8 from Martinelli, 7 from Salah. Very good. Zaha, the only one not getting him anything there. Almiron, 12 points. Iwobi, vice captain. What?
It's not even that. He's got Iwobi and Calvert-Lewin.
Well, and he still gets 77 points. Captain Jesus at 18. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well done to you guys. So yeah, that's the leagues. Oh, the Rumble League. The Rumble League, we've got Hoddle's Bootlickers, which is Kevin Mayer. He's top of the Rumble League with 80 points this week, Steve. 80 points. He's got Pope in goals, Saliba, Gay, Trippier, Rashford, Martinelli, all getting him points. I mean, this is brilliant. De Bruyne, the only ones not getting him any points
brilliant.
It is. It's Kane and Foden.
For them it is, yeah.
Kane and Foden, the only ones in his team not getting him any points. And arguably Andreas has got 3 points with a clean sheet point. But, you know, that's very good. Very good. 80 points all out. True Blues is second. David Long, 90 freaking 1 points. Steve-O, 91 points. Trippier, I'm just going to say who got the points here. Salah, Trippier, Almiron, White, Cancelo, Wilson in his team, and he's captain Salah again for 14.
Look at his frigging bench that are coming on as well.
I know, he's got Eze and Estepinian coming on for Haaland and Anthony. Combined 10 points off the bench. Well done to you, man. 91 points. Goes up to second place in the Rumble League. Third place is Payne and Diaz, Max Roberts, after an astonishing result for Newcastle, and Max taking full advantage of that. Max, of course, had Bruno Guimaraes, Trippier and Wilson in his team. He's got himself 82 points this week, and that takes him up Green Arrow to 2.7 million in the overall rank, but he's up to third in the Rumble League. This is why we made the Rumble League. Give people the opportunity to start Game Week 11 from scratch, and he's taking full advantage of that. He also had as a Blago in Kepa in goal. He's got Ward. He'll probably play Ward next week whilst we wait news for Kepa. Elliot coming off the bench for Haaland, 1 point. Elliot's been very disappointing for him since he's obviously trusted in him. Liverpool have been crap. Be interested to see what Max does. And finally, fourth place is Alfie Edgeworth. Edgeworth, 69 points in fourth. No hit. He's used his triple captain already, actually. Interesting. 22 points from De Bruyne, captain, because Haaland didn't play, like me. Trossard off the bench, Steve-O for Haaland. 69 points. Well done to you. So, yeah. On that, and that's the leagues talked about. You can talk for a moment. I'm knackered.
Well, I was just going to say, you mentioned Elliot there. He was just, again, terrible yesterday. He just seemed to be making all the wrong decisions.
Let's get Max on. He's in the Discord.
Yeah. Bring him on. Bring him on.
Hello, Max.
Went all right.
Yeah.
Both sound tired by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Just get on with your gloating, for fuck's sake.
Oh, there's no gloat. It's nice to have a decent week, but it's one of them things. I got lucky with certain picks and other picks went wrong. It's just one of those things, right?
What do you think of Jason bringing in Salah? Just mad?
Well, it's quite amusing, actually, because I'm debating getting rid of Salah.
There's no debate about it. Get him gone. It's simple.
Well, I know. Obviously, don't Don't listen to my advice. I mean, I'm 2 millionth in the world.
I'm 2.7, so
1.5. Actually, 1.5 million now with the points coming on off the bench. But I mean, I'm debating it. I'm obviously not going to go ahead and do it now, but it's an idea in my head.
I know you said to Steve that you think Liverpool will win by 2, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I'll take that bet with you if you want it. £5 to a charity of your choice, whoever wins or loses, if you want.
Okay.
Can we just do all predictions? At least that way I'll win.
Well, I'm assuming you're thinking like 3-1, Jace, right? That would be the, I guess.
2-0.
2-0. Oh, wow. Don't think Tottenham are going to score.
Well, I'll take that with double Liverpool defence.
Yeah, I can imagine. Robertson was good yesterday. He was probably the only saving grace in that Liverpool performance.
Yeah, he was outstanding.
To be honest.
He was absolutely outstanding.
I was kind of gutted when he still got the 3 bonus after conceding the second. I thought that's probably going to knock him out, but it didn't, so he must have been well clear.
Yeah, he was constantly a threat down on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
He is a very, very, very good player. He is...
Sultan Saeed in the chat.
Yes. He's what makes Liverpool tick, I think. Robertson with his drive. The rest of the players just look...
Obviously, he's ex-Hull City, so I watched him for quite a few years before he made the move.
Mm.
And yeah, he's very, very good. His defending is questionable, but he's improved on that for sure. Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm better at defending than Trent.
I can't remember who it was. It was either
Sultan was here on Friday, I think. I'm sorry, I was just replying to.
Sultan's always here. I think it was either Andy Martin or Gian Batiste that was saying about the fact that look, this high press tempo that Liverpool do for players in their 30s just ain't working anymore. And I completely agree. They're just shot to pieces, Liverpool. They're not taking the steroids anymore, so they're...
Well, it worked for 3 or 4 years, didn't it? And now they're getting found out by the age of the squad, in my opinion.
They're doing okay. I think what I don't understand is that they're doing really well in Champions League. And
I think there's a different pace of games in European competitions. I think the pace is slightly slower than in the Premier League, and I think you get rushed down a lot more.
Mm.
And I know Leeds haven't been on the best of form recently, but they're not going to give you an inch. And if you make a mistake, then they're gonna try and capitalise on it.
Leeds are just they're like a glass cannon, aren't they?
Yeah.
They attack, and if you let them attack you, they will hurt you because they're all about transitioning from defence to attack as fast as you possibly can. And during the game, you saw Liverpool in deep in their half, and within a few seconds they lose the ball and Leeds are on the penalty area or getting into the Liverpool penalty area. It was literally no one slowing them down. Like Thiago was a miss, Fabinho was a miss. I think
Elliot was poor as well. It was frustrating to watch because he felt like he was trying to do the positive things, but he was just getting them wrong. Like, and I don't hate to see a player try and do the positive stuff, but when you do it wrong 3 or 4 times, I knew he was getting hooked at half time. You could just tell.
I'm just looking at Liverpool's results, and I just still can't believe that they lost yesterday to Leeds. Like, at home, Liverpool are just the Terminator, but away from home they are terrible. Apart from when they beat Rangers, every other match away from home they just do not win.
Well, I was really worried second half because I thought the way they were playing that Firmino and Darwin were going to come off before 60 minutes. Like, you know when who was their subs? They brought on Henderson. They brought on the other guy. What's his name? Afro hair.
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh no, Firmino's coming off. I was like, because Firmino at that point was doing nothing. Darwin was pretty bad. I was like, oh no. I was thinking, they're not going to stay on, are they? They're going to play for 59 minutes and we're going to get 1 point. I'm so glad I got 2 points from them now.
Yeah, I think Elliot got brought off on like 59-20 or something, really close to the 60th minute. And I was thinking, you could see the subs warming up, and think just keep the ball in play, just keep it in play for another 30 seconds, and I'll take another point. And unfortunately, he got hooked just before. But as a Liverpool fan, you must be concerned because I'm not convinced they're going to make top 4. I said this a few weeks ago.
Steve-O, as a Liverpool fan, you must be concerned.
All that kept going through my mind was even us, Burnley, are playing better than Liverpool. If Burnley had, I don't know, which Liverpool players would we take? Thiago, Salah, and
Robertson.
Darwin. If we had those 3 in our team, we'd be scoring 5 or 6 every week because we hold up the ball.
Robertson is brilliant.
Come on, Steve. Let's not be silly now. Every one of those Liverpool players gets in your team.
No, they wouldn't. No, not now. We're playing so well at the moment.
This is like the Harry Kane moment again.
This the delusion setting in here.
If Harry Kane scores a goal every week, I still won't have him in my team.
Well, have I got him in my team? No.
Well, that's because he hasn't scored a goal every week. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about Burnley run form and stuff, but it wouldn't matter. Every one of those Liverpool players gets in your team. Same with my team. It's just the way it is.
Allison for definite. Van Dijk, yeah. Robertson.
Honestly, Jace, you don't need to go for them. They all get in.
Yeah, maybe not Harvey Elliott.
No, I still think Harvey Elliott's really good. He just had a stinky yesterday, to be honest.
It's all right. He's championship level in my opinion.
How old's the kid? He's like 19 or something, right?
Yeah, he's not prodigy, is he?
I don't know. I don't think he's going to go on to be a world beater, but I think he may go on to be
he's not a future Liverpool player, in my opinion.
You don't think so?
Not if they're going to be title contenders or Champions League.
I don't think they're going to be title contenders for a long time. To be honest, now.
If they want to push forward and rebuild, it isn't going to be Harvey Elliott in that midfield. That's just. I mean, all respect to him, he'll probably go to a mid to low team, league table team or something. Maybe even be loaned out next season. I don't know. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Maybe they want to build from home talent. You know, he's Liverpool kid, isn't he? So
yeah, I rate him quite highly. I can see why people wouldn't. And you're potentially right that he could go to, I don't know, maybe like an Everton, potentially a Villa. Those sort of teams, but I just don't see him as being like I don't want to compare him to Steven Gerrard, but like a natural, or like a Wayne Rooney, or like a natural talent that you just see coming through the academy, thinking, bloody hell, they don't look out of place in that first team. As soon as they come in, you know, they hit the ground running and they are game changers. I don't see Harvey Elliott as a game changer. And I don't see him as a regular starter. He's a squad player, in my opinion, and they are very light on the bench. Liverpool, I think Salim Mane, they haven't really found a replacement for Mane. I think Jota. What's the latest on Jota? Is he fitness
for a while?
Is he out of fitness?
I think it's end of December, but that might not be right.
Elliot came from Fulham, says FPL. So I do apologise. I thought he was an academy player. I do apologise.
No, he was from Fulham, yeah.
Okay, that shows how much I know about Liverpool players. There we go.
Carvalho was from Fulham as well.
Right. Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't come on last night. I was expecting him to come on and maybe.
Fulham's the new Southampton.
Yeah. I think he's ahead of Carvalho at the minute, though. I think if you were to put the two of them head to head, I think he's slightly better placed than Carvalho is. But yeah, like I said, I can understand where you're going. But if the kid's 19, we'll see where he is in a couple of years, and then if he's not made the transition fully to being a first team player, he may go out to somewhere like Everton or an Aston Villa.
When did you get him in? He's been getting ones and twos, hasn't he, since you brought him in?
Yeah, I think I had him in. Might have been 3 weeks ago.
In retrospect, you got Almiron 5.5.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
unfortunately, I've been on triple Newcastle for a long time now.
Yeah. You got
and my-
Gomes, haven't you? Do you,
Like for me, the Almiron spot is where Gomes is as it stands.
do you feel like hindsight, retrospect, Almiron should have been that midfield?
Well, I had Almiron in at one point in my
Did you?
team, and I think I was probably the only person in the world that ever even
right.
owned him at that point. And then he blanked, and I got rid, and then he started going on this mega scoring streak.
So what made you get in Harvey Elliott? Because he's just got one goal all season so far. Well, it's 14 weeks. So you got a goal against Bournemouth. When did you get him in, and what made did you see something in him that you just thought he's gonna get regular minutes?
I think for me, like, I like the way that he's not afraid to push forward. Like, you tend to get a lot of young players, when they get a big move to a big club, they tend to do sideways passing, just so they don't make mistakes. Whereas I feel like he's confident on the ball. And yesterday was him doing exactly what I just said, but he was messing it up. So I hope that doesn't knock his confidence. But the main thing for me was he's a Liverpool asset. They were struggling for options in midfield. I was impressed with what I saw.
Yeah.
And he was 5 million. And the big sticking point was the price point. I think I had like 5.2 at that point when I brought him in.
The thing
and he
is
was
for
kind
you though, he's 5 million and he's an asset for Liverpool. You are looking to start him most weeks, aren't you?
Not necessarily, no. It depends on.
Who's the guy on the bench that you bench for him?
I've got my team in team screenshots.
Well, you got Kilman, Williams, and I'm guessing Andres Pereira.
Yeah.
So,
for me,
you're either playing Pereira or you're playing Elliott.
For me, Pereira is a starter a lot of weeks. I think people just think he's not good enough because he's 4.5 million.
Well,
and
it's the fact that Fulham are Fulham. I mean, Pereira's got assists. He's got 5 assists and a goal so far. He's in decent form.
I mean, Pereira's averaging just under 4 points a game. And basically for 4.5 million, I think that's fine.
But he's got tough fixtures.
He does have tough fixtures, yeah, I agree. But
yeah, so you're going to be playing Elliott for the next 2 games unless you make changes.
That's the beauty of what I've done in the past couple of weeks. I've now set up myself, so I've got 2 free transfers this week.
So is it last chance saloon for Elliott, or is he gone?
The way I'm kind of tackling until the World Cup is it's like a 2-week game, basically. So I'm going to maybe take a couple of risks on different players because I know I can wildcard them out in 2 weeks. My issue that I've got is that, well, it's not an issue, it's actually a nice problem to have. I want 3 Man City next week. So, and I've got 2 free transfers.
I'm thinking you're getting Foden in then.
Well, my debate is Foden or Cancelo.
Foden.
Yeah.
Foden, 100%.
Yeah, well, I think it's closer than people are making out. I think I'm leaning towards Foden, but we all know how Cancelo can do, and if he gets a clean sheet, there's 6 points.
Yeah, clean sheet, but attacking output for me is not necessarily as comparable to last season. I think with Haaland being out, if he is out, that's another consideration that you need to think about as well.
The Haaland one's difficult because if Haaland is going to play...
If Haaland is out, you'd want Foden in and you wouldn't want Cancelo in.
Yes. However, the issue is I think it's going to be the same for a lot of people. Everyone's going to have the captain on Haaland until they find out whether he's playing or not.
Yeah.
And I really, really like my team for next week if Haaland is fit, that is. It's just a debate who I want to get the third Man City spot, whether it's Cancelo or Foden. Yeah. So if I get Cancelo, Salah's going to have to go if I want to make the swap to Triple City. So it's who do I bring in for those spots? So if I get rid of Salah...
You've posted your team in the chat, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm just going to let you know how much budget I've got, basically, if I get rid of another Pelt player. So if let's say I get rid of Salah and Kilman, for instance, I've got 17.7 million for two different, for a midfielder and defender.
Sorry, hang on. If you get rid of who? Sorry.
So if I get rid of Salah,
Yeah.
and I get rid of, let's say, Kilman, for instance,
Yeah.
I've got 17.7 million.
So you'd have 10. You'd have 10.2 million for a midfielder then.
If I wanted to get Cancelo, I believe so. Yes.
So you'd have midfield. So who?
10.3 if I wanted to get Cancelo.
Yeah. So who on earth would? You wouldn't be spending that much money on a midfielder anyway, would you?
Well, this is the tricky thing. It's all well and good saying I'm going to get rid of Salah, but it's who do I replace him for?
Yeah. And without having millions on the bench or millions in the bank, sorry, just sitting there, not being used.
Well, the thing is, I'm not really overly fussed about having the millions there because I'm going to be wildcard in 2 weeks. That's not an issue. I'd rather bring in the players that I think are going to do well. But the problem is, again, is
who?
The lack of options is kind of annoying me. So, like, let's say I bring in Foden. Let's say I bring in Foden instead of Cancelo, for argument's sake, I can get any defender in the game. Who do I bring in?
Dalot.
I've got Dalot already.
Oh, sorry, you got Dalot already.
This is what I mean. It's kind of tough, right? I'm saying to you, you can have anyone you want, and it's still hard to pick.
Fixtures wise,
again, this is going to be literally for 2 weeks. So
who's got the easiest fixtures the next 2 games? Man City, Spurs. No, I mean it's a tough one. You know, you've got Trippier.
I think Man United have got some good fixtures.
Yeah, he's got Dalot already. Maybe
for defender wise, yeah. Martin, maybe double up on Man United.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one. Like I say, it's a nice headache to have, but at the same time, it's awkward.
It is. It's really awkward.
Like I could easily go into this game week with the team I've got and not be too upset about it, but I'm not going to do that. It just makes no sense. I think it has to be. I need triple Man City. It's just which way do I want to go?
Ben White says Ramanathan.
To be honest, if it was a choice for an Arsenal defender, it'd be Tomiyasu or it would be Saliba. Ben White, just for me, has no attacking threat. Tomiyasu is probably the best fullback attacking wise, and Saliba just seems to be a bonus point magnet. So, like, I understand.
Man City have got the best. So the best fixtures for me are Man City, Man United. Nottingham Forest have got decent. You know, Brentford, Crystal Palace. Arguably Crystal Palace, West Ham, Nottingham Forest. Brighton,
these are just teams that the pictures look good on paper, but they just play terrible on grass.
Brighton, Wolves, Aston Villa. Wolves can't score that many goals. Aston Villa are in a state of something. They're in stasis at the moment.
They've just had 2 polar opposite weeks, so it's difficult to say, right?
They beat Brentford 4-0 and they just lost 4-0. Yeah. It is difficult. It's really difficult. Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, you're not convinced on these moves. Is the point we're trying to make, right? So,
I've basically narrowed it down. So I'm getting triple City. It's just which way I want to go, and I would like to go with
Cancelo
Foden.
is the move then, because it solves the defensive headache. You don't know who to bring in defense. Well, Cancelo is that solution. And then, you know, midfield, you've got more options.
Yeah, well, I can pretty much get any midfielder once I get rid of Salah. With him, I can't get a Son, obviously, but I can get anybody in the 10 million bracket. So, maybe do I take a punt on someone like you say, Rashford? Do I go Fernandes?
Yeah, I think Rashford is 6.6 million is a bargain. Aston Villa away, Fulham away. perfectly capable of getting returns in either of those games.
I mean, you've got players like James Maddison.
He's guaranteed starter. James Maddison, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, away at Everton. Yeah.
Horrible fixture.
West Ham. Also 2 away games though for Maddison.
Yeah. But I do like Maddison. It feels like he's dynamite when he plays. He can just get returns for fun. He's just injured quite a lot of the time.
Are you've got that money, you've got burning a hole in your pocket, or is it a case of you're going to try and get the best midfielder in?
Well, this is it.
For me, yeah. Rashford's probably one of my preferable midfielders at that, right now in that squad that you haven't got already. I mean, the players being transferred in at the moment: Trossard, Almiron, Rashford, Maddison, Rodrigo. Why? Yeah, I mean,
people
for me,
people just go off the back of what they've seen done at the weekend. Rodrigo wasn't really that good, but because he scored, his price is going to go up. So,
yeah, I would say Rashford. But
so
again,
as it stands, like just a little draft, I've got Rashford and Cancelo in. It's interesting who I would play in defence this week as well.
You'd have a ton of money in the bank, about 3.5.
3.2.
3.2 in the bank. That's decent.
That's if I get rid of Nico Williams. Can get rid of Kilman if I wanted to. But Nico Williams has lost his place, so maybe.
Yeah. Right, I need to get wrapping up the stream in a second because I've got to go in and put the little one to sleep. But let's quickly talk about when are we streaming next. The next game week is Saturday, so Friday evening, Steve-O?
Well, I'm going. I'll talk to you off air.
Friday afternoon, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. I'll talk to you after.
Okay, cool. So guys, we're gonna end it here. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. If you're on Twitch, hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Elite FPL. You can also find us in Discord, Elite FPL 2. Please, if you haven't already subscribed on YouTube, do so, and also consider being a member and supporting the stream. On that note, thank you everybody for being with us tonight, and I hope you have the good remainder of the weekend and a good week ahead. Steve-O, any last thoughts?
Not quite a thought, just an advertisement. If anybody's interested in continuing watching me,
Steve-O's doing this right after.
I'm going to be podcasting live on Chain Wrestling, so
you got the link for that?
It'll be on Twitter. I'll send the link out on Twitter, and I'm going to be going live at 8 o'clock on Chain Wrestling, talking Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior Halloween Havoc 1998.
Oh, did you not get the other match that you wanted?
What, Vader? No, I didn't know.
What match did you want? Vader versus who?
Vader versus Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack? Yeah. Wasn't he like a Mick Foley sort of character?
Yes,
type?
That's correct, yeah. Apparently, whenever them two got in the ring together, it was like a proper fight. And
wow,
I'm never ever going to watch it.
I used to love the sock.
Mr. Soccer.
Mr. Soccer. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to clear off. Thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. And I'm going to play the overly long outro. Max, you got any final thoughts?
No, just hope everyone has a good week next week, and I'll have a chat to you about France next time I come on. So
yes. It's a bit of a story to tell, is there?
Yeah, there's like 15 minutes, so I'll do it like
okay.
I'll do it on another stream.
Do it on the preview show.
Yeah, cool. Whenever.
Okay. Yeah. It's always a slower show on the preview. But on that note, thank you so much. Outro. Wave, Steve-O.
No worries. Take it easy, fellas. See you later.
Cheers, Max.